Okay, I admit it, I was wrong. Recently, I made a video saying this about Vega OS. Vega OS has been set to ruin everything streamers love about their Fire TV. The popular streaming device created by Amazon is known for its affordability, specs, and most importantly, its easily customizable Android-based operating system. Unfortunately, it has been rumored for over a year and a half. A brand new operating system, codenamed Vega, is set to change the landscape forever. I do have some good news though, that makes it seem this might not be the case. Now, it's not that I was 100% wrong, but we now have further information, maybe pointing to a different direction. I make weekly videos helping people like you save money on streaming services and learning how to optimize your various devices. If you enjoyed this video and it helped you out just a little bit, hit the subscribe button right down below. Very quick recap for those of you that haven't heard about Vega OS. This is a brand new operating system that is going to be Linux based. Currently, all of Amazon's devices, whether it's a Fire Stick, Fire TV Cube, or even your own Fire TV, they all run Amazon's in-house Fire TV OS, which is Android based. This is really friendly for a lot of users because you can do something called sideloading. This allows you to put on pretty much any Android app directly on your device, allowing you to do all sorts of things, tons of customization, but Amazon doesn't necessarily like this. That's because they want to keep you on official apps, on their homepage, on ads, where they can create and generate more revenue for themselves. Where sideloading app allows you to do a lot of things for free at the end of the day. And this is where Vega OS comes in. This is not going to be an Android-based system. This is going to be a Linux-based system, which means none of those current Android TV apps are going to work on it. It seems there has now been a leak. Janko Rotgers, who has a pretty strong record with Amazon leaks, is reporting that sources have told them the first Vega-based streaming device is going to be released later in 2025. And I say streaming device because in fact, we already have Vega-based devices. This is the Echo Show 5, an Alexa-based device that you use as a clock, as basically a personal assistant in some ways, but it was one of the first devices to run Vega on it, with very limited apps. Now, these rumors have been swirling since back in 2023, so it seems like everything is coming full circle. In fact, not too long ago, Amazon held a summit for app developers to tell them why they should switch to Vega OS. And this is because they are going to need a lot of work developing these new apps. Now, AFTV News points out a pretty good perspective. Amazon really believes that people won't care about a Linux-based system as long as main official apps, Netflix, Prime Video, Disney+, all the ones a lot of people already pay for are on there. And I think they're mostly right. The average Joe Schmo that goes on to order a streaming device, doesn't know anything about it, boom, right on Amazon's front page. Are they still going to order this? Most likely, but I believe they're getting an inferior experience. Now, that's a little hearsay for now because we haven't had a look at this yet, but in my mind, that's what it's going to be, at least for the next few years. And until people start trying to find ways to sideload things like Kodi directly on it. But this doesn't mean Amazon is moving directly away from Android-based systems. As you guys know, around a month to 2 months ago, we now had proof that Amazon is putting Android TV 14 on some of their devices. And now we can say for sure this is going to be on Fire TVs specifically. Brands such as Panasonic that license the operating system will now be running an Android TV 14 of Fire OS. Now, I don't know if they're going to be calling this Fire OS or if it's just going to be a new Amazon-based Android TV 14. Not too sure yet. But I think this point is really important because it specifically proves that Amazon knows that these TV companies aren't going to want to license Vega, at least not anywhere in the near future, because it's just not going to be ready for third-party manufacturers that really want a consistent, nice, clean system that can run a ton of apps, and that's just not what Vega is going to be. Now, here is the bright side. It specifically says a streaming device. We don't know if this is going to be a Fire Stick, a Fire Cube, or maybe a brand new Amazon-based streamer. Maybe they completely discontinue the Firestick as we know it right now. Or maybe they keep selling it until they decide, well, it's no longer compatible and we don't want to update it anymore. More good news is your Fire Sticks will not upgrade to Vega. This really isn't something that's possible. Instead, you'll still continue to be able to use it. And I believe the way Amazon works is they will continue security upgrades and upgrades on the devices for like 2 or 3 years after they discontinue it. I don't know those exact timelines, but it's actually a pretty decent amount. So if you bought one, don't feel like you have to return it. It's still going to be good for the near future. But I really want to hear what you guys think down below in the comments. Is this a good move by Amazon, or are they making a huge mistake? And if you want to support the channel, one of the best ways to do that is by purchasing our sponsor, IPVanish. Now, I know you care about your security. You don't want people seeing what you do online. But the fact of the matter is your internet service provider always sees. Well, one way around that is putting on IPVanish on all of your devices. Running your online requests through a VPN is going to help mask what you do online, meaning that when law enforcement comes knocking and says, hey, let's see what this IP address is doing, and they send a court order, there's nothing to give them really. And because IPVanish has a no-log policy, they don't keep track of that either. Down below, I have a link for over 80% off, and you get 30 days free. So if you don't like it, cancel it and get all your money back. Thank you guys for watching. Again, hit that subscribe button right down below. I'll see you in the next one.